Hey, how's it going, guys? It is Fox98 here. Welcome back to a brand new episode of my F1 2021 Road to Mercedes. We're here for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. If you guys end up enjoying today's video, feel free to smash the like button on this video. Literally smash it like you are a drunk 50-year-old man in a midlife crisis that has bought himself a fresh pint of Guinness and he's dropped it right on the floor. Glass smashes. Anyway, let's get straight into this episode. I'm still currently tweaking the rules for the for the objective, for this season, and I've just been frankly busy because I actually have a job. So this is literally just a hobby. I mean, this was never going to be a job anyway. Nonetheless, it means that it's just going to take a little bit more time. So I'm just going to carry on. I'll eventually catch it all back up and we can get back on track. But as you can see in the Drivers' Championship, we're currently second behind Hamilton, just 3 points behind him. And we are moving into the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And I'm looking forward to it. Now, the engine is quite worn, but we're going to run it for this weekend. We want to run it for as long as we possibly can. And we're just going to get straight into it. We're not even going to mess around. We're just going to get straight into practice, straight into qualifying. That is a long time. Jesus, 16 and a half minutes just to get one objective complete. Yeah, we're not going to have a lot of fun, are we, trying to get everything done. Getting aspect qualifying a fifth or better, we can smash that out of the park. And then track climatization, we're not going to get any of those done. Anything in the race strategy, everything. Oh, we could actually. No, we can't. So we'll go to qualifying pace and we'll just get in position at first. Yeah, good. Right, okay. On that note, we'll go into I'll see we qualify. How's that work? Alright, opening up the DRS here. This is my second run on this flying lap at the moment. And we cross the line and we stay in P8, but we're only 3/10 behind Verstappen. Oopsie, a bit late on the brakes there. I'll just let Lancey boy through because he's on a hot lap. Yeah, pretty much the biggest weakness of this car now, which I can't even upgrade yet, so I just need to keep working on areas of it, is the brakes. And I just need to upgrade the chassis in whichever way I can to unlock the brakes to start doing them, because I just can't slow the car down. Okay, there we go. Q1 over and done with. Actually, just about got through into Q2 there, by 0.2 of a second. But we are through into the next part of qualifying. Really need to work on trying to brake earlier into corners because the car's just too fast. I've got to brake earlier. I can't brake late, which is like, yeah, pretty bad. Here we go then. This will get me across the line. And into Q3, job done. Well, that felt like a nice lap as well, actually. Let's have a look at the time in just a second. Oh, it says P2 on the steering wheel there. Buzz it, there we go. Straight through into Q3 then. Much better lap. Much more comfortable. And, just 3 1,000s between myself and Ricciardo there, as we've lost Hamilton then, and Verstappen from Q2. Wow, that's a big shock there to see them two out. Norris makes it through on the medium, so he's going to be a tough one to beat. But Aston looking quick. We're just struggling in the first and third sectors, and it's because of the braking zones. The middle sector, it's not too bad because the braking zones, despite the fact that there are obviously braking zones in the middle sector, they're all like slow speed braking zones, whereas I'm struggling in the high speed braking zones, if that makes any sense. So we've got 2 fresh sets of softs. We're just going to use the pair of them, and let's get ourselves hopefully high up the grid as we possibly can. Right, our first lap then takes us into P4. We made a big mistake though on this lap, so there's lots of time to find. Alright, thanks Jeff. So we've got one more run to try and get as high as we can. And bink! This could be pole here. Purple in the first sector, purple in the middle sector. Come to the line, bam! Pole position for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. That is what we want to see. Let's go, come on. That's a great lap. I was so well hooked up. Finally, after those qualifying sessions, I was able to understand my exact braking points, because the most important thing for me on any F1 game is braking. Like, that's what.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top 3.
Nice 0.2 of a second in there as well.
Bottas.
Yep, so there we go then. Pole position for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Norris is next in P2. Bottas third ahead of Stroll, Leclerc, Ricciardo, Sainz, Alonso, Ocon, Perez. And we have an opportunity now to go for a Grand Slam. Obviously, pole position, fastest lap, lead every lap and win. But it's a tall order. but we're in a good position to do it.
And a warm welcome to you from Azerbaijan Square, heart of Baku and home, of course, to the... With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Thomas lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Stroll, Charles Leclerc and Ricciardo, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Ocon and Sergio Perez, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Max Verstappen and Gasly, Russell, Mick Schumacher, Nicholas Latifi and Antonio Giovinazzi, Lundgaard and Nikita Mazepin. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Right then.
After the points finish last
Cheers,
race,
Jeff. Yep.
let's aim to keep the momentum
Lit
going.
my face or something? That's good. Right, here we go then. We're here for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We are ready, starting from pole position. There is some rain to come at the end of the race, which is going to spice things up a lot. We'll see how that turns out later down the line. But the primary objective here, we're starting on pole. We need to win the race. It's quite simple. That's always how I set myself. And Norris is on the Oh shit, I forgot he's on mediums, isn't he? Okay, well this is going to be a new fight, isn't it? Well, you're not going to do me off the start, then, are you? In fact, he's not going to do Norris. He's not going to do Bottas off the start either.
Monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
Right, so yeah, the ICE. Slightly worn component for this race. That's fine. What percentage of wear is it even on? It's 57%. It's quite worn. Okay, I seem to be able to brake at my normal braking points now that I'm on race fuel, which is comforting. Right, coming up to the end of the first lap then, Bottas half a second behind. He is closing actually a little bit with slipstream. Norris though is 2.5 seconds back, so already pulling away from him on the mediums.
You'll be on the mediums.
Thanks, Jeff. Oh, back end stepping out there a little bit. I'm hoping Stroll can pass Norris, but so far he's not getting it done. I've just got to try and get Bottas out of DRS, but it's going to be very hard to do it. Might be stuck in it. Bottas is right behind me here.
There's been
Trying
an
to
incident on
weave
track.
him out of my
Officials aren't looking to
slipstream
push for a
here.
safety car right now. Just be careful.
He's right behind me.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead.
Just about made it
The
through into that
DRS
corner.
zone.
Jeff is literally giving me ear rape as well. Norris is also still falling back in this race, which is promising, but we've got Bottas all over us now. Can't shake him, which is just getting a bit frustrating. I really wish he got stuck behind Norris at the start. Problem is, when Norris didn't have a good start...
Expect to see some rain
Shut
about
up,
10
Jeff!
to
I
15
swear
minutes
to
from now.
fucking Christ! You mong. I don't even know what I was going to say now. Oh yeah, when Norris got a bad start, obviously I got a good start. Bottas just followed on my start, so it doesn't help. If I had a bad start too and compromised us both, it would have been different. Right, time to pit. Of course, Norris is going to stay out, do the alternate strategy and go longer. We went pretty good in lap actually. I'm hoping Bottas has a hold up in the pits, but by the looks of it, he's not going to have it. Oh yeah, he is actually. He's going to get held. We can get out. Yes, come on. Bottas is held in the pits. Right, we've got a little bit of a gap now. We've just got to pass the traffic. Unfortunately, we can't get a Grand Slam in this race, which is just a pain because Norris is on a different strategy. This is unusual. Look, I'm about to catch a Williams. When's the last time I was next to these lot? I was in your team last time. I'm draining the battery here to close up onto Russell. That's a dive bomb and a half. Jesus Christ. I can send it down the inside of you, baby. I can send it down the inside of you too, baby. So that fighting that everyone's done, stuck behind Mazepin in the Haas, the gap between myself and Bottas was less than a second before the pit stops. It's now 10.8 seconds, and Stroll's even past them. So big up to Lancey, but oh,
Lance is in for
never
his
mind,
stop.
he's just pitted again. He's taken front wing. That's actually a piss take, because by the time all of these guys came out of the pits, but Stroll would have been P2. We would have been in a 1-2. But he's gone and fucked it up in his overtake with Mazepin. damaged his own front wing, and he's had to stop it. You don't know how depressed I am about that. You really don't. That also really ruins us for the constructors. And people tell me that Stroll deserves a place in F1. It does not. Right, well, everyone's pitted now for the last time in this race. Norris now rejoins in second place, but he's got 4 laps to gain 9 seconds on me. I just can't see it happening. I'm just in a very comfortable groove now. It's taken me up till pretty much the race to pretty much learn the circuit. It's surprising how different the cars feel. Obviously, my circumstance is different to everyone else's because I've moved teams. I've moved to a faster team and upgraded the faster team. So me learning or trying to remember the circuits, it's even harder than you think. Yes! Give that fastest lap back to me!
Lap of the race so far.
Well, it's a good thing we did that fastest lap of the last lap because the range just come down now. It's come to say hi to us. Of everyone out, there's guys on the soft tyres are seconds faster now, as you'd expect. But we've had pretty much our best race of the year so far, dominating in Baku.
Jeff, I want my pizza, Jeff.
I actually had pizza tonight, funnily enough, midway through recording this, so that makes perfect sense now that that quote was played at that time. Right, so we're here then for the final race results. Oh shit! Oh, you Tom, I swear to, I haven't even. Oh, you fucking imbecile!
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours.
Bollocks!
You're leading the championship. Are you
Am
happy
I?
to be there or feeling the pressure?
For God's sake, I genuinely
Things
am
are
an
looking up after last week, aren't they?
utter bellend. I felt like the aero was, no, the chassis felt good. Oh, that was durability.
Appreciate your time.
Fuck's sake. I can't be asked. I'll show you what the championship looks like when I get back to the laptop. You'll just have to screenshot the results because I can't do anything about it now. I don't even have a thumbnail anymore. Right, after me being a complete and utter fucking bellend, let me show you guys what the championship standings look like. So, it is ourselves ahead of Bottas, and then it's Hamilton, followed by Verstappen, Norris, Ricciardo, Perez, Leclerc, Alonso, and Gasly. And then we've obviously got the rest here in the constructors. You can see on the right-hand side, we have 35 points behind Mercedes-Benz. I'm going to give them a run for their money this season. We just need Stroll to... Hamilton DNF'd? Wait, what? Wait, Hamilton was in third. How did he DNF? I didn't even catch that. Oh, wow, okay, fair enough. What we do need, though, is we need Lance Stroll to up his bloody game. Because we're in a fight with Mercedes-Benz, and I need him up there. You know, we've had all podiums bar Spain. We've got Canada coming up next, which is a track I love, and it was a track I did really well at in my Williams. So we're expecting big things, just like women are when they look down below in the R&D. Then morale is low on the chassis side of things, which is weird. But we're going to go ahead and pop this onto the car. It's not going to come in time for the Canadian Grand Prix, which is a shame. But it is what it is. And then we can't do that. Can we do anything on the aero? In fact, we cannot because everything on the aero has been upgraded. Over to the engine. I'd rather... Can we... Don't have enough of that. I do have enough for the fuel. Why not? We'll put it onto the car in time then for the French Grand Prix. We've still got a gearbox reliability testing then in the works. In fact, that's actually going to arrive right now.
Had the new parts
there we
through
go.
The fabrication process.
Thanks,
We'll have
babes.
them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Cheers, babes. Honestly, mate, I just want to kiss you. Anyway, that is it. That's all I can do, really, for this episode of my Road to Mercedes. Hopefully, in the next episode. If not, it will be in futures to come. I'll give you guys an updated look at where we stand with all of the upgrades and parts and stuff. So if you have enjoyed the video, drop it a like, subscribe if you're new around here as well. I'll see you next time. Take care, all. Peace.